Hello and welcome, I am Austin, the host of this channel, History Reforged. History Reforged intends to explain historical events from many different time periods, though focusing on the High Middle Ages. This video is going to talk about everybody's favorite empire, Rome. Whether you like them or not, Rome brought civilization to large parts of Europe previously inherited by barbarian tribes. Their military discipline, organization, and sheer size wouldn't be replicated until thousands of years later, and multiple cultures throughout the Middle Ages and early modern period, such as the Holy Roman Empire, Ottoman Empire, and even the Pope claimed to be successors of Rome. But when exactly did the Roman Empire fall? Officially, the city of Rome fell in 476 to the forces of the Germanic warlord Odoacer, and many attribute the fall of the Roman Empire to this date. However, the Eastern Roman Empire still existed, and in fact prospered. Within 100 years, Emperor Justinian I had reconquered much of Italy, including Rome, as well as the very important city of Ravenna, and expanded his domain into North Africa and southern Spain. However, by the turn of the 7th century, the Eastern Empire had lost Italy to the Lombards, North Africa, Egypt, the Levant, Palestine, and Armenia to the Arab invasions. Though the Golden Age of Rome had mostly ended, the empire continued to hold Greece, Anatolia, and parts of the Balkans throughout the Middle Ages. Though the official language of the empire became Greek and the capital was Constantinople, today Istanbul, they still considered themselves successors and continuation of the Roman Empire. The official name of the empire was Basilia ton Romaeon, which translates from Greek to mean Empire of Rome, or Roman Empire. A side note that I'd like to stress here is that there was never a Byzantine Empire. There is no proof of contemporary use of the word Byzantine Empire during the existence of the Eastern Roman Empire. Rather, it is a term labeled by later historians to deliberate between the Roman Empire of antiquity and the medieval Empire of Constantinople. Though there were other kingdoms such as the Holy Roman Empire which contest the empire's claim as a successor of Rome, it was undeniable, at least to contemporaries, that the man who controlled Constantinople, the city of the world's desire, was the heir of the empire. This would cause problems. Fast forward to the year 1204 and the Crusades were well on their way. To vastly oversimplify, the political situation in Constantinople was shaky. Alexios III had blinded and imprisoned his brother Isaac to usurp his throne. Isaac's son, however, Prince Alexius Angelos, was still alive and saw an opportunity. The Pope had called a crusade to reconquer Jerusalem, but to do that, the Crusaders needed ships, which they didn't have money to pay for. Alexios the Prince offered to pay the Crusaders to help him take back his father's throne. The Crusaders agreed and settled with Constantinople. Alexios became Alexios IV, however, he was soon assassinated and a rival claimant, Alexios Doukas, a lot of Alexioses, became emperor. Alexios Doukas had no intention of paying back the debt, so the Crusaders sacked Constantinople. And they proclaimed one of their own, Baldwin of Flanders, as Baldwin I, Emperor of Romagna, later to be known as the Latin Empire, which took over most of the Roman territory in Greece. Alexios Doukas died a year later, but his successors, even though fragmented, would continue to fight on for the empire and defeat the Latin Empire about 50 years later. Though they were able to conquer most of the land they lost in the Fourth Crusade, the Roman Empire was no longer a great power and would be on the decay for the next few hundred years. By the 1400s, the Roman Empire had lost most of their land to the Ottoman Empire. Finally, in 1453, the empire breathed its last. The Turks besieged Constantinople for 53 days and finally took it on the 29th of May, the last day of the Roman Empire. The last emperor, Constantine XI, was said to have died in the last stand of the empire. Even today, he is seen as a hero in Greek culture. The Roman Empire was one of the greatest countries in all of history, with influence still seen today. So, how long did the Roman Empire last? If we take the proclamation of Augustus as emperor to the fall of Constantinople, that's a staggering 1480 years, 6 times the amount of time the United States has been a country, 2.5 times more than Spain has been a country, and exactly 5 times longer since the founding of the Russian Empire. Seeing as some empires only last a couple generations or a few hundred years, the fact that the Roman Empire lasted so long shows that it was a force to be reckoned with and deserves our respect as one of the greatest empires in all of history. If you agree or disagree or have a suggestion for a topic that I should cover, feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to respond. Thank you all for watching and make sure to subscribe and see more videos like this one. I have been Austin from History Reforged.